This feature has been awarded a G for General by the Rapier Multimedia Network, as it is fun-filled for all the family. A very good evening to you, and welcome to another edition of Blockbusters. We're just about halfway through the series now, and we are having some of the most incredible matches of all time. From the nasty letter X wanting its revenge from Series 2, to the forceful hard work that Shadow the Hedgehog is putting into the game. Now, I honestly thought that Shadow would be unbeatable, having taken 3 games in a row. But Billy Hatcher isn't letting the game get away either. And as Shadow's current opponent has taken a game away from him, it means that Shadow and Billy are currently 1 game apiece. What more, Shadow still has £750 from a cash bonus question, so even if he gets knocked out tonight, he's still won a small amount to pocket his account. Hey, that rhymes! Oh, well, nearly. But never mind about that. I'm sure you want to see the faces of the players in the harem of the Court of King Karaticus. Well, you're too late! Because they've just passed by and made their way here to the studio. So, please welcome back our contestants, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Billy Hatcher. Welcome back to the both of you, and good luck to you both as always. So, this is it. You both have 1 game in the bag, and this game will determine who is going through to the gold run to try for £5,000. And with that, our game board is ready. I'm just checking it now, and it has chosen the letter H. So, let's simply get to the game as I say those all-important words. Let's play Blockbusters! And here comes the first question of the night. It's an H. What H is a Maori oven in New Zealand made from a hole in the ground and lined with hot stones? That's Shadow the Hedgehog.
H.
That is the correct answer. And the first blue panel goes on the board for Shadow the Hedgehog. Gosh, this is getting intense already. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Shadow, where would you like to go next, please?
Can I have an N, please?
Of course you can. What N is able to be changed or agreed by a discussion? Yes, Shadow again?
Negotiation.
Yes, I'll accept that. I had to check with the adjudicator there, but it's close enough. Negotiable was the answer on my card, but I've allowed for negotiation. It's 2 blue panels for Shadow the Hedgehog at the moment, looking good for a possible Gold Run rematch. What's next, please?
I'd like a Z, please.
Then a Z it will be. It's a very short question. What Z is odd and ridiculous? That's Shadow again.
Zany.
Yes, it is. Can nobody stop Shadow the Hedgehog? He's got 3 panels to nothing now. My goodness, Shadow is definitely the most hardened competitor we've ever had. What'll be next, please?
I'd like a C, please.
A C, so you shall have. What C is the decaying flesh of dead animals? And that's Shadow again.
Carrion.
Can nobody stop Shadow the Hedgehog? Already his blue tiles are flashing at me, and Billy Hatcher seems to be biting the dust. But, as always, there is still a chance of a comeback. The next question will determine the result. What'll it be, Shadow?
It'll be a cake, please.
And how about that? Shadow has just found the cash bonus square. There's £750 up for grabs if you can answer this next question correctly. What K are areas of very dry land in South America? Yes, Shadow, for the win.
Clear.
Clear? Does that begin with K? I don't think so, Shadow. Billy, this question is for you if you can answer it. What K are areas of very dry land in South America?
Sure.
Exactly. What caused Shadow to think about an answer like that for the letter K? It cost him the cash bonus opportunity, but more importantly, he lost his chance to win the match. Now though, Billy is finally on the board with his first white panel and a second cash bonus in his pocket. Where would you like to go next?
Can I have a J, please?
Then a J it will be. What J is a type of plane that is able to fly very fast? That's Billy Hatcher.
A jet.
Yes, it is. My goodness, that was too easy. Who's writing all these questions this series? They're not challenging enough. Well, regardless of that, it has earned Billy his second white panel. I wonder if he's able to snatch the game from Shadow the Hedgehog. We'll find out as we ask Billy for his next move, please.
Can I have an O, please?
An O, so you shall have. What O is the use of words which sound like the thing that they represent? Yes, Billy again?
Onomatopoeia.
That's correct. Ah yes, it's that double flash moment again. We only need to choose one more letter and it will decide everything. You can't say it simpler than that, can you? Anyway, Billy, I'm not going to guess where you want to go next, but I have to ask you anyway. What'll it be?
It'll be the letter M, of course.
Of course it will be. I thought so. What M is to cover something so that it is protected or cannot be seen? Billy Hatcher for the win.
Mask.
That's the correct answer, and that's Blockbusters. Well, that just about settles this tie-breaking game, and we have a winner. It's Billy Hatcher. Congratulations, Billy, you now have the chance to go through to the gold run for £5,000. Most unfortunate, Shadow the Hedgehog, you played such an amazing game, but I'm afraid you have been knocked out. But did you enjoy your time with us?
It's been an experience I will never forget. I thank you, Mr. Ruler, for giving me the opportunity to appear on the show.
You're very welcome, Shadow. It's been nice to have you too. But don't go anywhere yet, as for the first time, we are about to ask Billy Hatcher to put yourself on the hotspot, please. Congratulations again, Billy, for making it through to this stage. Now, you have the chance to play the gold run and try to win £5,000 to add to your £1,500 that you have already won. So, let's see what the gold run looks like for you tonight. You know the rules, I'm sure, Billy. Gold to gold in 60 seconds or less to win the cash prize. Tell us where you would like to start on the left and we will start the clock for you.
CMD.
A BBC panel game of truths and lies.
Call my bluff.
That's correct.
WS.
The latest operating system created by Microsoft Corporation.
Windows 7.
Right.
AATC.
Singing stars created by Ross Bagdasarian.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes.
MM.
The Transfiguration teacher in the Harry Potter franchise, played by Dame Maggie Smith.
Minerva McGonagall.
Is right.
DC.
The leader of the British Conservative Party and current Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
David Cameron.
And that's Blockbusters. Congratulations, Billy, on your successful gold run. You are now £5 better off. Your current total now stands at £6,500. And there are no answers to reveal in the gold run. Billy got across the board without making a stumble at all. I think that deserves a round of applause, don't you? Shadow the Hedgehog, you've won £750 from the cash bonus question, but you have been knocked out by Billy Hatcher, and that means that you now have to leave us. And that just about wraps it up for another edition of Blockbusters. We hope you have enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. It's 5 episodes down and only 5 more to go, but that doesn't mean there's only a little action left in this series. Who knows? When we introduce Billy's contestant next week, we might have a player as great as Shadow, or maybe even better. Well, I'm afraid you'll have to wait until that next week comes to find out what's going to happen on the Hexagons. I'm Kid Ruler, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time everybody. Good night!